Hey everybody, Wednesday evening, February 10th. This is El Nino. The warmest sea surface temperature anomalies continue to focus in the west side here, while the eastern regions continue to break down. And this is what's going to happen through 2016 as we move towards a La Nina for next winter, but it'll be a slow breakdown. But with the greatest anomalies here on the west side, the greatest tropical forcings also here. So it's going to continue to throw heights into the west US, creating a ridge and then ultimately a trough downstream of colder air for the mid-Atlantic and Northeast. And that's kind of been the theme here since January 1st, and that's what it's mostly going to stay like through at least the next week or so. Moving up to 10 millibars, which is a great altitude to monitor the polar vortex right here. You can see it's very elongated, and that's bringing very cold flow down into the Great Lakes and ultimately going to push that piece of the polar vortex down over us this weekend. Now, these are 850 millibar temperatures, 5,000 feet above sea level. Here's our first cold shot over the next few days. Northwest flow over the lakes, so lake effect snow is possible Thursday and Friday. Nothing serious, just a couple flizzards here and there. Now look at this air coming down, this blue stuff right here. That is some cold air, probably the coldest in the northern hemisphere, if not the planet. That makes it all the way down right here. This is about 2 a.m. on Sunday morning. Negative 30 degrees Celsius, which is about negative 22 Fahrenheit. But again, that's at 5,000 feet. Not all that extrapolates down to the surface. At the surface, I think overnight lows are going to be looking like negative single digits for the elevations in North Jersey and maybe 5 to 10 degrees for southern Jersey. So really, really cold overnight. Pipe breaking, door cracking, baby making, cake shaking, whatever you want to call it, it's going to be cold. So that moves out as we approach our storm period Monday, Tuesday. So let's look at 850 precipitation. Now here are some leftover snow showers. Remember, with the flow over the Great Lakes, little snow showers are possible Thursday and Friday. But then this high here is an Arctic high. Anticyclonic flow 1045, that's strong, and that's what's helping to push down the cold air. You can see these isobars running from north to south. It's actually creating ocean effect snow about 50 miles southward of all these coasts. So that's just puking snow out in the middle of the ocean there. We then get to our period of interest, which is Monday night into Tuesday. Actually, it's looking more like Tuesday now, actually. So let's talk about a few things here. This low wants to take a western track, either right along our coast or possibly west of our coast into eastern PA. The models are a little torn on that. Regardless, this ends as rain for everybody, but it could start wintry. The concept here is that this low, spinning like this, is going to hurl a lot of warm air advection and moisture northwards into the cold air mass that was here for the weekend. So at the surface, you're cold. At the about 850 to 700 millibars, you're warm. That precipitation forms and falls in that cold surface, and you could have an initial thump of snow. You could have sleet, which is when precipitation freezes just before hitting the surface. You could have freezing rain, which is rain that hits a cold surface and then freezes. So I think that's more of a concern for North Jersey than South Jersey. South Jersey might be looking at maybe just a burst of snow to all rain, whereas North Jersey, and we'll call that north of I-195, could see a more prolonged period of icing. So that's what I'm looking at through Tuesday. We got some snow showers scattered Thursday and Friday, a very cold weekend, and then a possible ice storm on Tuesday. I'm JC. Have a great evening.